Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back in OTB hour number 2. Just a report on 3 Sports, and it was our guy Chris Lowe. So I don't know if y'all have heard this over the weekend, but a lot of people were speculating maybe Charlie Weis Jr. would be somebody that would be interested in going to the National Football League. Obviously, you know, what he's been able to do at Ole Miss, what he was able to do against Georgia and Tulane in the playoffs there kind of showed that he is a very dynamic play caller. Well, Chris Lowe put it out that Charlie Weis Jr. told On 3 on Monday he has no interest in going to the NFL and is committed to LSU. And the quote was, "I'm fired up about finishing the job at Ole Miss and the future at LSU." So, there you go.
There we go.
From the man himself.
But he's the only one that went back to Ole Miss, right? Or no?
That was what everybody's reporting, but I think everybody went.
Everybody went
I know
back.
Kevin Smith did. That was reported last night.
That was the reports. It's like, yeah, Kevin Smith said he's not going back. And they're like,
Went
well,
back.
he's back.
That's why I don't
Don't
deal
believe
with
it.
breaking news.
Do you think that they meet at a Walmart and switch off? That's how they do
carpooling?
things? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boss them all
Like
over.
a custody exchange.
Yeah.
They meet up at a Walmart.
Also, is
Maybe.
Frank just chilling right now?
He was when I saw him.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Big time chill.
Just
Yeah.
vibing till next season.
I told you, it's so weird, man. I was talking to the guys that are LSU coaches that are coaching Ole Miss, and like it's weird because like you want to win, you've been there, and you're competitive, and like you want to win games, but also like you want to get started in your new adventure, your new job, your new challenge, and it was like you could tell, man, it's wearing on those guys.
Yeah, it's a weird situation, and shame on you, college football. I mean, my God, we're still over a week away from the semifinals in college football.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't it silly? That's crazy.
Dan Lanning had a good quote
Yeah, he
about
did.
it.
I mean,
I'm excited to
Why do you
cover
have
their
the week
game
off?
and get to talk to him. This
Yeah.
weekend.
Love to hear
why do you have a week off in between these playoff
Do
games?
you know when the national championship is?
The week before the Super Bowl?
Isn't it
Anybody want to guess?
like January 20th?
19th.
19th?
That's ridiculous.
It's 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Still. 2 weeks. 2 more weeks of college football games.
If we got a new president, it'd be like the day before the inauguration.
Oh, it is.
America did get a new president the other day.
True, we did.
Yeah. He's not our president, but we got
We
a
did get a new president.
I didn't know what you were talking
We acquired a new one.
He's not our president, but we got a president.
We got a new one.
He's here
Bro
if we need
was
him.
in the tech fleece.
Should I bring up the stat I was telling you
Yeah.
about earlier? All right.
I do like that
This
stat.
is a sports show, but
I mean, it's a stat.
people, this story starts with the term.
If you don't know, we basically took Venezuela's president.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, don't follow, we stole him, took him overnight,
Snatched him.
snatched him on up. He's an American now. Internet sleuths, okay, they have discovered there is a trend in the pizza sales near the Pentagon before some sort of war or big event happens. Okay?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense, right? So the night before, hours leading up to USA snatching up the president of Venezuela, pizza sales in the area of the Pentagon were up 700%. Okay? So this trend was started or founded, like I think in 1990. First identified during the Gulf War in the early 1990s by Frank Meeks, a Domino's franchise owner in Washington, D.C. He was famously noted that deliveries in the CIA and Pentagon would skyrocket from like 50 pies a night to 125 just before major global conflicts. It makes sense. People pulling overnighters.
Yeah.
You've got to eat.
They got to eat.
And what's the easy thing to eat?
Pizza.
A pie. That's exactly
It's so
right.
easy to just get a pizza.
So reports are saying that something last night happened, and
There's a spike.
pizza spiked 1,250% last night.
Let's
at
check
Pentagon.
CNN.
1250.
1,250%. Just the other night, right before we snatched up that prez,
Something
700%.
big. Something big.
Something big is
1250. We getting the VP too?
Yep. We might be get the VP.
That package deal.
Yep, and the second lady.
I like that. The second lady.
Do they have a VP?
I don't know.
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, no.
I mean, this dude just walked in and said he was president. I doubt he had a running mate. We'll see,
He
get it
did. He
together.
was like, I'm the president. Look at me. I'm
What's
the
your
captain."
plan?
Hey, if you help me,
Nah, I
you
don't
can
ask
be VP.
questions.
All right, yeah.
There's breaking news over here, so I just be
Shout
on the
out.
lookout
Pizza
for stuff to
stats.
happen
Yeah.
on the pizza stats, which I found fascinating.
It is pretty
A
interesting.
fascinating just report
Yeah.
right there. And people just looking for real details, something you would never think of that probably has some sort of correlation
Yeah.
with something. Which is wild to me.
I like it.
Just watch the pizza sales, baby.
You know, like the Domino's and the Papa John's, they're like, please let something happen. Please let
Come
something happen.
let's
When
go.
there's like geopolitical tension, buy stock in Papa John's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. 100%.
Buy stock in Papa
But you got to
John's.
predict it, though. It's got to be like the day before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
when there's something and you're like, oh,
Yep.
it's about to go down.
Just imagine, like, in the middle of a war, everybody at Domino's is like, hey, business is booming for us right now,
Yep.
guys. Like, we're good.
Pizza's always at the center of a lot of things, a lot of controversies.
Pizzagate.
We don't need to bring up Pizzagate. But
No, we shouldn't.
it's a big deal. Tough stuff. Anyway,
As y'all were talking there, I know y'all talked about it in the group chat last night, but I didn't get a chance to see how it unfolded. Mm-hmm. The Steelers-Ravens game.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
what? You didn't watch the game?
I watched a little
The
bit of it.
NFL is the gift that keeps on giving this year.
Yeah.
Is this the greatest NFL season?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to primetime games, they've all been unbelievable. And the last night, the final game of the NFL regular season was absolutely electric.
Just look at who has the high seeds. Jacksonville and Chicago are both top 3 seeds in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. No Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson because of last night. Like, this is elite.
Yeah. So the game last night, of course, was a win or go home situation. Steelers versus Ravens, a classic AFC North battle in Pittsburgh. Back and forth the whole time. Neither one of the offenses could really get it going in the first half, but then all of a sudden, second half, electric. Aaron Rodgers playing incredible. Vintage Aaron Rodgers. He put on a absolute master class when it comes to pre-snap recognition, pre-snap protection adjustments, getting to the right play, hard counts. It was a master class, a high football IQ game from him, and they found a way to get it done. And he's sitting there playing, and Aaron Rodgers gets him to the playoffs with his main targets being Calvin Austin III, Adam Thielen, and Scotty Miller yesterday. So finds a way. The old man gets her done in vintage A-Rod form. So, not a good matchup for anybody. I think they're hosting the Texans first round. So we'll see how that holds
We're
up.
talking
But-
about a low-scoring game.
yeah, seriously. Their offensive line's pretty darn good, though.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's not a bad. Like we were talking before we got on, and I was talking about like the Chargers are playing the Patriots, and I was like, look, the Patriots are a really good team, but like for the Chargers, because they've got the bomb squad out there on the offensive line, they got backups to the backups at tackle. You don't want to play the Texans or the Jags or the Broncos because they've got elite edge rushers. So every matchup's a little bit different. So like Houston is probably a better matchup for the Steelers than maybe even the Patriots would be for them.
Right. Because, I don't think the Houston offense scares you. Now, certainly C.J. Stroud could go out and have a game. But
Yeah,
he's
but I don't know
proven
if
that
they
he's
can
not.
run the ball against Steelers either.
I'm going to be curious to see how C.J. Stroud plays in the elements. He's got to play in Pittsburgh, outside. I'm assuming it's going to be cold. I know he played at Ohio State. I got that, but like he's been in Houston for a minute. He's like, you play inside for a long time, you get a little pampered.
Oh, you get soft.
You get a little silver spoon action.
What happened to me? I for sure. It'll
No
happen
doubt.
to you.
So I think it's probably a pretty decent matchup. Again, that Texans defense does scare you though. But there's some scary defenses out there this year in the NFL. So it's I can't wait. I cannot wait. Like if the regular season is a preview of what's about to happen in the playoffs, the NFL playoffs is going to be unbelievable. And I think there's a lot of really good teams.
There's some
It's
teams
really
that are-
anybody's.
there's some teams that are just beat to hell right now too. Though.
There are. There's people that don't. I mean, the Packers. I mean, they're in the playoffs, but
Even
they're
the
not good
49ers,
right
who I
now.
think are really good, man, they just keep getting every game. Every single game is like a major injury for them.
And I think that even the Niners are saying like we might get so and so back. We might get so and so
if
back.
we win, we might get Fred Warner back.
But like you're not getting that guy at 100%.
Right.
You're not getting. It's not the same guy that left the field
Right.
on a cart. You know what I mean? You're just not getting that. You won't get that same production back. It takes a little while, especially coming back. Like you could talk about you can rehab and do the squats and do the runs and do all the things and pass the test, but
Yeah.
it's very rare that somebody first second game out is back to full form. So really excited. And then also we got to give a shout out to Myles Garrett yesterday in the NFL. Breaks the NFL sack record. Got the sack on Mr. Joe Burrow. I think there was about 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
On the time that he got his sack, this was interesting. He had his fastest "quote unquote" get off of the season, according to NFL Next Gen Stats, which was pretty wild.
Zach Taylor was not very happy, though, that they stopped the game with 5
Neither was
minutes
Jamar
left
Chase,
and celebrated.
Is that a little whiny baby?
I don't know. I mean,
It's big
I
time.
mean,
whiny.
you're the
It came off
Bengals. You've
bad.
won what, 5 games? Like,
it is.
Come on.
It's a big time moment. I don't know.
There's
I
a
don't
few.
know.
There's
5 minutes left and you're driving and you're going fast. Like, I understand being upset, but you also, I guess you do have to understand the situation. But the one thing I'll say in the Bengals' favor is the refs did a poor job. Imagine that, of not telling them before the game that, hey, when this happens, no matter when it happens, we're going to stop play and we're going to let them, get a little extra celebration. Taylor said that they did not do that in their 90-minute meeting before the game. That's where it should have happened. Then I think it would have been a different situation, because it is a massive deal that you do that, and I am all for celebrating. The referees messed it up by not telling them before the game, hey, no matter, it could be 1 minute left, it could be 5, it could be 10, it could be first quarter, we're going to stop the game for a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely should have communicated that for sure. I didn't realize that didn't happen, because when I saw the clip, then I saw Jamar Chase talking about it, and it seemed a lot. It seemed like whiny baby stuff, because there's a few records out there that deserve to be stopped and celebrated. I mean, this is a player centric league. Like, it's all about the stars. It's all about making. It's all about highlighting your top performing people. And if you got it's something that hadn't been broken in 20 years, something like that, nearly 20 years, it deserves to be celebrated. It's a sack leader. It's a big deal. And I think they celebrated when Drew Brees broke. I can't remember what record he broke, but
every time you have a major milestone, it goes down, they celebrate it. But again, like, they should have let them know that no matter when it happens, fourth quarter, third quarter, we're going to stop the game.
Mm-hmm.
But the referees had a bad day yesterday, and you'll hear from me on that a little bit later.
Oh, what would they do to the Chargers?
No, Chargers lost because they were playing Uber drivers. I didn't expect them to win. What had anything to do with Chargers?
So we're thinking Chargers, Packers, definitely out first round.
No, because the matchup for the Chargers, if they can get,
They're out first round.
I don't even know what their roster is going to look like.
Who they playing?
Patriots.
They're out first round.
I don't even know what the roster is going to look like, because it's been like so many guys, like the last couple of weeks have been in and out. Then yesterday, again, they didn't play like any starters for Keenan Allen, because he needed 6 catches for a $750,000 bonus, which he got.
Playing for bonuses?
He got
I've always respected the teams that do that.
Yeah. He needed 6 catches. He had like 6 catches for like 28 yards. They were just throwing my guy like bubble screens.
Oh my!
Like get this guy paid, and so like and even after that, he's like, all right, I'm good, I'm done. So I don't know. I think it's a better matchup for the Chargers. I mean, the Packers. I mean, they know the team that they're playing incredibly well.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the Packers just aren't playing very good, unfortunately. I don't even know who their quarterback was yesterday. I don't even know his name. Never heard of him.
Who for
Green Bay?
Oh, Clayton Tune.
Clayton Tune.
Who is actually
Classic.
married to T-Bob's cousin.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're all connected.
Basically an OTB
Basically.
co-host, Clayton
Circle
Tune.
of life. Well, they didn't look great. I know that with old Mr. Tune. He needs a little time. A little time to cook, I think.
He was with the Cardinals. That's who drafted him. But I was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, turn on TV. I'm like, who's playing quarterback? And I saw
Who's that
Tune.
guy?
I'm like, oh, it's Clayton Tune. I thought he was with Arizona.
That little fella. I didn't get to watch the game because I was watching the 10U Bengals at Elite Training Academy
Yeah, I was watching the
win their triple overtime
I
game.
was watching the 10U Animals inside at Elite playing soccer.
So I couldn't really watch it.
Multiple sports at the same time.
Yep, triple overtime victory.
That's right.
A lot of controversy out there. Kids didn't make it easy on the refs.
A lot of people having to explain what a catch is, what a catch isn't.
Yep.
People that don't know.
People don't know. Got to teach them. Got to learn them. I got to tell you, like, what is a catch and what is not? It's not just in the NFL and college football.
It's not just Des Bryant.
No, it makes its way down to 10U. I don't know what the current rule is. I know it's a catch.
I'd also like to maybe change my vote on who we feel the best about going into the playoffs because I was on San Francisco, but again, watching them the other night, they just one of those teams that snake bitten maybe just can't stay healthy, can't get guys on the field. Like Ricky Pearsall has more commercials than games played, I think, and that's not a shot at him because like he literally got
shot at him.
Yes, this man like literally got shot. I get it, I understand it. But now he's dealing with like a knee injury. He's got like they need guys like that. They're beat up, man.
They are very beat up. I mean,
Defense doesn't even look recognizable for what it was.
Yeah. So who are you trying in the NFC? Oh, let's get a break. We'll come back and we'll start giving our
Look at
NFL
you.
picks. I know.
What a guy.
I'm trying to keep you on time,
Total
buddy.
integrity here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. Boots on the ground in both locations. We're not talking about driving back and forth on the basin. We're talking about there in those local communities. So when you go to the website, PelicanRoof.com, a couple things. Like you'll see what they're doing in the community, but you'll also see over 600 five-star reviews. That's what you're going to get. And when you see a project that Pelican Roof is doing, you're going to know that they're doing it because it's just different than everyone else. You're barely going to recognize that they have a current project going on because they keep their space clean. They don't take over the neighborhood with 73 trucks and there's just debris everywhere. They do it different. You'll see the difference. PelicanRoof.com.
Yeah, and we know that, like for any homeowner, like if you have to change your roof, get a new roof, whatever, we know it's a big decision for your family, and financially, that's a big decision. There's financing options you can go to right there on PelicanRoof.com. Up to 21 months, 0% financing. They can work it out for each individual project. Go to check them out, PelicanRoof.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Tell me, do you think it'd be alright if I could just crash here tonight? You can see I'm in no shape for driving, and anyway I've got no place to go. And you know it might not be that bad. You were the best I'd ever had. If I hadn't blown the whole thing years ago, it may not be love. Tomorrow we could drive around this town and let the cops chase us around. Past is gone, but something might be found to take its
All right, welcome back in OTB. I want to remind you about our friends over at K2Z. KTOZblinds.com is the website for K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Go check them out on their homepage. You'll see what they can do for you. You can check out the team service area because you'll be surprised. I mean, they will travel. If you're listening to us in Louisiana, chances are they can help you out at your home, at your business. Remember, they're going to come in, they're going to check out your space, learn your space, change your space in a matter of minutes. How do I know? Because they've done it for me multiple times, multiple areas of my house, and they're going to be able to do it for you. So blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, whatever it is, they've got you covered inside, outside, and sometimes both, like they've done for me as well. KTOZblinds.com. All right, Matthew, you were talking about, or Thew, sorry. You were talking about Trinidad Chambliss, and there were some rumors out there. Well, Ross Dellinger has put it out, kind of made it official, that Trinidad Chambliss, Ole Miss quarterback, has agreed to a new deal with Ole Miss on him returning if he is granted an extra year of eligibility. So school officials are hoping this week for a resolution on his waiver seeking that 6th year. And they are pretty confident, by the way, that they will get that done. But if Trinidad Chambliss does get another year, he has agreed with Ole Miss.
Well, now that he's agreed to that, I don't think he should get an extra year. I actually was seeing something the other day, and I'm not the guy that can quote all this to you because I don't know all the different cases, but I'm assuming that if he does get granted an extra year, that it's going to set a new precedent in college football, and a lot of other people probably are going to fall into whatever the category is that he's fallen into. I would assume if that happens, there's going to be a lot of people getting an extra second year as well. And I don't know what the foundation of the argument is, but I'm assuming it's not just a one-off. I would assume if that's a precedent that's going to be set, you're going to see a lot more old people get another year in college football.
Yeah, so you're going off Diego Pavia playing junior college football, getting extra years, and Trinidad Chambliss and his crew are trying to say, hey, well, we play Division II football. Now, there's no real rules in college football anymore, so I would be surprised if he does not get this waiver granted. But the difference between JUCO and Division II, junior college is not NCAA. Division II is under the umbrella of the NCAA. So you played in the NCAA, and that was kind of the thing that Pavia and all the other junior college players used was, well, we didn't play in the NCAA. We should get 4 years of that. So that was their argument. But again, I'm not going to be surprised if Trinidad Chambliss gets a waiver. Although, could he not go in the NFL draft right now?
Have another game like he did. Yeah. We talked about it last week, after their last playoff game.
In a year where quarterbacks are kind of down in the draft.
I mean, if he played like that all year, he's number one overall pick. Now, he hadn't played like that all year. He's gotten better and better every single week, but that's what you want to see as an NFL scout, too. So I think right now he's at least a second or third rounder. He has another game like that, he's a first rounder. I'm going to talk him up now. He's not coming to LSU.
Well, so for LSU, this does kind of clear up whatever cloudiness there was with your quarterback.
Sam Levitt.
Although they might have known this for a while because you don't have to transfer quarterbacks in on visits like you have if you think maybe you have an opportunity. And so now...
Do you think they knew it, though?
Maybe had an idea.
Wasn't Lane posting the flag of Trinidad and Tobago?
He'll do it again next week.
That's true. He'll probably celebrate him going back to Ole Miss.
I fully expect that he will do that. I mean, it's kind of what he's
until Ole Miss is out, and then he won't. He'll wear an LSU shirt.
But now this takes you to Sam Levitt being on campus, and if that is your number one target, you got to do everything you can to make sure that he is an LSU Tiger before he gets on a plane. Because you got to get that guy at quarterback.
Sounds like $5 million is going to do it.
There's only so many of that guys walking around, and one of them just committed to Texas Tech.
And that's the thing. Like we said, we told you last week that make no distortions about it, make no qualms about it. College football is professional football. And what happens in professional sports leagues is when one guy signs a contract for a certain amount of dollars, the other guy in the same position is also going to look for the same amount of dollars. That's how it works in professional sports. How it works with coaches. Our coach here for LSU just did it, right? And all coaches, they're always, if you think you're the best,
Yeah.
you're
Like I
gonna
make
say-
$1 more than Flynn does. He doesn't know that, but
Yeah.
whatever his contract is, I always make $1 more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what it's worth to bring us in and out of break, for sure, no doubt.
You got it, man.
You got it, pal.
You take that dollar.
But that's how it works. So, like, if I'm Sam Levitt,
I actually
all
think
right,
you make
well,
more, but
We had to get him in the
yeah,
building.
I think he actually
That's
does
a good
make more,
point.
but
That's a good point. Newest contract.
Yeah.
That's how professional sports
It's
work.
true.
So, like, you don't think he's going to be asking for 5 now? You can make the argument. Well, we think the other guy's a tier 1 and you're a tier 2 player. That's an argument to make. But still, you think you're going to get out of it less than
No.
$4 million?
No,
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 you're not.
no. It's going to be 4 at least, I would think,
I mean,
because like they're
that-
kind of on the
that's-
same level.
right.
And so if he gets 5, you're like, hold up, wait a minute. I'll take a little bit of a discount, but we're going to get at least 4.
Yeah, and if they follow the NFL model, I need to look up what the NFL model exactly is on a percentage basis, but there's kind of a blueprint on what percentage of the salary cap to dedicate towards a quarterback.
Yeah.
And it's probably what's the salary cap right now? 24 million, 25 million?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? So if you're dedicating 5 million to it, that's roughly 20% ish. So I need to take a look at how that compares to the NFL model or the blueprint of what to dedicate to your starting quarterback. But it seems a little high, but it might be actually kind of right on the money.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So Sam Levitt right now is the top player in the transfer portal as well. That's it.
Portal.
That is available. I think he was actually, because now you've had, let's see, you've had some top tier quarterbacks go off the list, obviously, but right now, currently, he is the top guy in the portal, right ahead of Cam Coleman, receiver from Auburn. So yeah, whatever anybody else at the top quarterback position, like whatever money they got, it's going to be pretty close.
Okay, so historically, back to my point about the quarterback average of the salary cap in the NFL, just for a reference point for college football right now, historically that sweet spot for like a high-end quarterback was around 13 to 15% of the salary cap, the yearly salary cap. So if the salary cap's $100 million, that quarterback would be getting paid $13 to $15 million. But recently, with the new top-tier QBs in the current market, what they command, it's an average of 20 to 23% of the NFL team's salary cap. So $5 million and a salary cap of, I think, would we say 24, around $24 million that you can spend on your players is right in that range of 20 to 23%. So that's just math off the top of my head, people. Not a big deal. So you got to follow that model. So $5 million would be,
Congratulations.
if you think you got a guy, a top tier, a high end quarterback in college football, then $5 million, probably not overpaying.
Also, I don't want to sound all doom and gloom over here and like disaster scenario. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in the transfer portal. A lot of them have already committed to play elsewhere. I mean, look at the guys we talked about. Rocco Beck, Penn State. Josh Hoover's going to Indiana. Byron Brown looking like he's going to Auburn. I mean, Mestamaker's going to Oklahoma State, as we all thought. Sorsby to Tech. Like, yeah, Sam Levitt's on campus. He's a good player, but if you don't land him, you want
You're kind of in trouble.
DJ Lagway or Dylan Raiola. Those
Right.
are your next options.
Yeah,
Those guys have been hit
Sam
and miss.
So Sorsby was the number one player. Everybody's got their rankings.
Yep.
It was the number one player in ESPN. Sam Levitt's actually the number one player in On3. So we're not talking about like this huge drop off. To your
Right.
point about what it's going to take.
Right.
What it's going to take.
Yeah,
It's gonna take that
it is
amount.
what it is.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat here just said Lane just turned a D2 guy into a first-round pick, so just trust the process, which I understand, and that argument certainly can be, and Lane gets a lot of credit for finding, recruiting, trusting, putting in the system, but like you could also fall into the trap a lot that that coaches with good quarterbacks the credit. Quarterbacks get way too much credit a lot of times for their team being good around them. Like, you have to put a cap on how much credit you give to the coach on how a quarterback performs at some point. Like, Lane wasn't making those plays with his feet the other day and making those plays on third down and all the big, like, he wasn't making those plays. Like, so you got to give credit to a point. Then at a certain point, a coach benefits. His reputation benefits. His stock benefits from the way the player goes out and plays. So, like, you struck gold finding Trinidad Chambliss from a D2 school to play the way he's playing. That just doesn't happen. And you can't assume it's going to happen again. You can't just bring any slappy off the road and throw him in a lane given offense and he's going to be Trinidad Chambliss. It's just not going to happen. It's unrealistic. Can it be done again? Absolutely. But you got to be careful on where and how much credit you give to different people.
Well, I mean, if you got an opportunity to go get a Sam Levitt and he's visiting your school, like, that gives you a top-tier talent to be able to go out there and work with. Who's to say that Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss Jr. can't get more out of Sam Levitt? Who's to say there's not more in there? Like, when you look at, he's every bit of 6'2", 205 pounds. We know he can throw it. We also know he can run the football. So I get what they're saying, and that makes a lot of sense. And you can go get, because you're going to take three probably. You can go get other quarterbacks that maybe fit that mold, but I'd like to have a guy like a Sam Levitt as well.
Do you not think that Joe Sloan kind of did us some favors, like showing what his offense looks like if Kentucky really is in the fight for him, and then Charlie Weiss is over here coaching in the playoff? I don't know if Sam Levitt would feel like, okay, I would do better in this offense. Well, I guess Klein is the new head coach there, and so
Will Stein.
Will Stein,
Morgan, yeah.
Who's the guy from A&M? Where did he go?
He went to Kansas State.
Okay,
where he played.
That's where I was mixing it up. But I just don't know if he feels like which offense would fit him better.
It's like, how well do you throw a screen, Sam?
Right.
To that point, when it was announced on Friday he was visiting Kentucky, I was like, hey, Sam Levitt, that's a choice there, bud. Like, do you know who their offensive coordinator is? And
no disrespect, but
I mean,
as long as has his quarterbacks working out for him to working out, and they're throwing deep balls. He's like, bro, what are you doing? You're throwing it way too far down.
we only need you to throw it to me.
Behind the line of scrimmage, outside the numbers.
I'll stand right over here, 4 yards away from you, bud.
I wonder what that dynamic's going to be there though in Lexington, because obviously Will's an offensive coordinator.
I think Will's going to be the play caller.
I wonder if he's going to. Because I think reports are that Joe's going to be the play
Isn't
caller.
Isn't it co-OC or something again?
Who knows what titles?
Yeah.
Co-C?
So many titles.
And why don't they just call it Co-C?
Co-C? I like that.
It's so sick.
Co-C title, so dumb. There's one play caller.
Yeah.
He's your offensive coordinator.
Real quick, and we'll take a break. Actually, let's do this. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back, and we'll tell you, because we've mentioned it a couple times, there's a lot of quarterbacks that have already committed to new schools. It's not just Brendan Sorsby committing to Texas Tech. So we'll give you an updated list there. Also, some other key players that LSU hasn't gotten a commitment from yet, but are the leaders in the clubhouse. And we'll have that for you when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommies with a Y.com, Tommies windows, doors, and also siding. You'll clearly see the difference when you go to the website. Each different one has its own tab, windows, doors, siding right there. You can check it out. Also, other services that they offer, like gutters. That's something we don't talk about often, but they can come in and they can replace your gutters as well. You can check out testimonials of past clients, a gallery of work they can do for you, but I always remind you, even if you don't see it in the gallery, it doesn't mean they can't get it done. If you've got a custom job in your head, you have Tommy and the team come out, they check it out, and they're going to be able to get it done. They've done that for me. They'll do it for you as well. Also, remember, you can pick up the phone and give them a call at 225-250-8808.
Yeah, if you want a really, a truly great experience with a contractor, go to GoTommies.com. Check them out. If you have a project, we've all, if you're a homeowner, you've had a bad experience with a contractor at some point. But why does Tommy's keep winning award after award after award every single year since 2016? Because they are the best to work with. They get the best reviews, and they produce the best product and the finish at your home. So go check them out. GoTommies.com.
The world has come between us. Our lives have come between us. Still, I know you just don't care. And I said, why?
This is a hit. I remember calling into the Big Dog 94.5 and asking for them to play Breakfast at Tiffany's when I was a wee little lad.
A wee laddie.
'Cause that's what you had to do. Like this was even before like LimeWire. So like if you didn't have it, if you didn't own it on cassette, we had to call the radio station. Hey, say, can you play that Breakfast at Tiffany's, please? Or hey, can you play Key Sweat Nobody? Thank you. That's what you did.
This is a hit.
I
I had
Still
a
is.
single.
Oh yeah. Youth,
compact disc.
Youth Behind the Glass. Did y'all ever have singles where either? Well, y'all probably were CDs. We had tapes.
Yeah.
Where the CD had literally
Just
song.
one song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all did
I've
it.
had a CD
How
single.
stupid of an idea
That's
was that?
so dumb.
And we all bought them.
Or the EPs that have like 4 songs on
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Oh, you're lucky if you get those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm about a single. Still $8 from me for one song, but you had to do it.
You know, I mean, it's smart on their part, dumb on our part, but
Yeah, true.
I don't know. As soon as I graduated freshman year of high school, they came out with that technology. You go to Best Buy and buy a stack of 100 blank CDs.
That's right.
burn them.
Make your own.
Little Susie Q, as Jimbo would say, was
Yeah.
about to get a burnt CD.
No big deal. Get a little Sharpie right on the front. Mm-hmm. Matt's Summer Jams.
Summer jams.
All right, we'll get back to that squirrel later on because there's a lot there. All right, so quarterbacks in the transfer portal. We mentioned Sam Levitt last segment. Drew Mestamaker, he obviously goes to Oklahoma State, where his coach from North Texas goes. That one makes a lot of sense. Sorsby's committed to Texas Tech. We've talked about that one. Josh Hoover. What up, Josh Hoover?
What's up?
The furry.
Oh, is that him?
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I was like, that's the only way Flynn's going to know who this
Hey,
is.
we got a pretty good looking mascot.
Well, he committed to Indiana. Yeah.
That's okay.
Rocco Beck, no surprise here. He goes to Penn State, where his coach went. You've had a couple more. Nebraska got one, Arizona State, Louisville, Illinois, Wisconsin, North Carolina, TCU. So all these teams are getting their quarterback, and so it is starting to fill up a little bit. But if you're LSU, it is full court press for Sam Levitt, because even Brown from South Florida, well, like you would think he's going to go to Auburn, or at least,
He's like
strong chances
100%. Like
that he's going to. I don't think you want any piece of like Dylan Raiola and where he's at right now. Just 4 different high schools. He's transferring again. No thanks. DJ Lagway,
No.
That's not going to happen. Deuce Knight's in there, but again, Deuce Knight's very talented, incredibly talented, but we don't know.
he's played 2 games.
Yeah, you just don't know what that looks like. I think you want somebody more veteran to be your guy. So it feels like, and Sam Levitt's going to know that as well. Like he has an agent that's smart, that sees the same things that we're seeing, that everybody's seeing. And if you want a top tier quarterback, he's the guy left.
Yeah.
So $5 million.
Yeah, for $5 million. Especially, you don't think Sam Levitt's people know that?
That's what I'm saying. They know.
They know.
What are you grading Lane Kiffin if we do not get Sam Levitt?
Well, we talked about this being like
you, like, got
Lincoln's
his
first
first test.
gradable
You got like
test.
a Brown from like South Florida, which I don't think, again, like it just makes sense. Like Auburn.
Yeah.
It would have to be depending on who the person was.
Yeah.
And it depends on what else you got. Like
It would, but quarterback would be the
No, I get
main
it.
test.
Yeah, and it kind of depends on like what news comes out about how hard they went after and swung and missed, right? Like if they're like, yeah, well, we offered him $3 million, he didn't come. Like, okay, so you weren't like you didn't full court press, but because I think Lane gets the benefit of the doubt because he has had such success with quarterbacks, right, and finding quarterbacks in Division II. So he gets the benefit of the doubt. Honeymoon would not be over for Lane by any means. But it's certainly he would get a bad grade or a worse grade if he doesn't hit on a big quarterback.
it would bum out the fans. But I mean, look, Anthony Calandria is in the portal. Okay, he's been a 3-year starter in college football. Virginia, last year UNLV in a Dan Mullen offense that not a Lane Kiffin offense, but there's similarities there. 3,500 yards, 23 touchdowns. Another 600 on the ground and 10 rushing touchdowns. Like, there's guys out there. The problem is, if you're still after Levitt and all these other guys commit, where do you go then?
Max Johnson has a couple more years,
He does.
maybe 3-4.
Bring him and Finley back.
Connor Wegman, sure he's got about 8th or 9th season in him.
I want no parts of that.
Let's bring in the old guys. Yeah, it's what a wild world we live in with college football. Is how hard are you going to recruit one person? Because at the end of the day, you do still have to take 2 or 3. So you are recruiting all those other guys. Did you just say Dylan Raiola went to 4 different high schools?
Yeah, pretty sure he went to 4 different high schools. Yeah.
Oof. He's got a little, there's a connect the dots LSU tie there with his dad playing buddies with Stephen Peterman.
That played in Nebraska too. That didn't help for long.
Yeah, it didn't help for long. Good point.
Coleman, the edge rusher from Penn State, though, who is the top.
Raiola was probably trying to get to Texas Tech.
Oh, he can't now. Sorsby, sorry.
Hey,
I know.
he can go to Kansas or Kansas State, be closer to Mahomes geographically.
That's a good point.
Chas Coleman, the edge rusher from Penn State, the top edge rusher on three's rankings, is crystal ball to LSU. And we talked about it the other day. We went around the room and we were talking about, okay, which position? And we mentioned edge rushers. You got to get some edge rushers here. Your leading sack getter from that position last year had 2 sacks. Your 2 starting edge rushers together had a total of 3 sacks. Your top 2 sack getters on this team were linebackers, middle linebackers. Your starting corner, who's going to be your best corner next year, he had 2 sacks. He had more than one of your starting edge rushers in DJ Pickett. That had to be a position. We didn't talk enough about that position. That position has to go way up, and it's got to get way more athletic than it was a year ago. So Coleman, to me, is as important as any of these transfers that you're going after right now.
Yeah, speaking of, just I guess a little side note here. Blake Baker is an absolute menace when it comes to corner blitzes. He brings them at the perfect time. I love it. It's hard to see with college football, too.
I mean,
football QBs.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're on the left hash, bud, you got to press corner to the sideline, to the short side. It's always alert.
Yeah.
As a quarterback.
Running backs in college up?
Yeah, I mean, especially in college football because the hashes are so wide. So if you're ever on a right or a left hash, and it doesn't matter what the situation is, if you got to press corner to the short side of the field, you're always alert for something. Always got to be alert. Learned that in the NFL. Did not learn that in college. Why?
Oh, Jimbo's pretty good about protection stuff compared to like sitting in the room.
Maybe I just wasn't ready for it.
I was going to say, sitting in
Maybe
the
I
room with like
wasn't ready for
college
it to
guys
learn.
now, I'm like, Jimbo taught us that like day one install. Like,
That was 20 years ago.
yeah.
This thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
all right, we got to go
That
to
was
break.
it. All right,
Don't
go
get me
break.
started on pass protection in the bowl game. LSU's running backs. Woof. Taking the outside guy when you got the – oh, my. Anyways, let's go to break.
Let's go.
Yep.
Off the bench. Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Kiss me out of the bearded barley nightly beside the green, green grass. Swing, swing, swing the spring step.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. Cohen Eccles has made his decision. He's going to Texas A&M.
All right.
So the starting LSU offensive lineman is committed to the Aggies there. Karius Kern, who played tackle for LSU, is the top interior offensive lineman on 3. He has not made a decision yet, so it's kind of an update because that's been a position group that has gone into the portal. Like almost every starting offensive lineman went into the portal, and you got to overhaul that unit there for sure.
Yeah, big overhaul. Who was that that's going to A&M?
Cohen Eccles, your starting guard.
Oh, nice. Gig 'em. Hey,
I can't believe you just said that.
I did.
Gross.
I tried to do it jokingly. Might not have executed
I
it,
didn't
though.
hear what you said.
That song, does that remind you of Freddie Prinze Jr., like me?
It just reminds me of like 2000s.
Like Can't Hardly
rom-coms.
Wait,
Yeah.
like era, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
10
great
Things I
time.
Hate About You.
Yeah, great time. Great rom-com.
Freddie Prinze. Still happily married to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Hour 3, weekend winners.
Off the bench.
Thanks for that fun fact.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Go to rouses.com. When you go to the website, you can find the location that is nearest you. You can also check out the weekly specials they've got going on. And they've always got something going on over at your local Rouses. Like right now, if you're watching this on YouTube, you see like they have got the king cakes ready to go. And if you, last minute, you're going into your Rouses, you're like, man, what am I going to cook for dinner? Like, just know they've got prepped meals already ready to go. The sides are already ready to go. You go in, and it is super easy. They make it so convenient for you. Go to rouses.com.
Yeah, when you go into a Rouse's market to do your shopping, grocery shopping, whatever it's for, it's just a great experience from the people, from the inventory that they have. It is a local company. Go check out rouses.com to see all the deals at your local Rouse's nearest you. So go check them out, Rouse's Market.